From the Scripps Studios, this is 10 News.
Happening today, a court battle against San Diego Unified. Why some parents are trying to stop a plan that would keep Muslim students safe at school.
A landmark deal reached on short-term vacation rentals. We're going to look into the strict regulations for you that will affect nearly anyone who uses sites like Airbnb.
And triple-digit temperatures moving into Northern California today as a wildfire burns out of control near Yosemite National Park.
How you can help two San Diego police officers recovering after they were shot in the line of duty.
Good morning, I'm Jason Martinez.
I'm Virginia Cha. We're so glad you're with us on this Tuesday. Megan Perry standing by to let us know we're going to see some humidity this week.
That's right. Yeah, that humidity really going to be building as we head through the day today. A lot more noticeable by tomorrow and even on Thursday. But right now we have some marine layer clouds you could see over Del Mar and downtown, and looking at those clouds from El Cajon, but sunny skies over our mountains. And that's it right there. Here comes the monsoon. You can see those thunderstorms that have been pretty abundant, kind of filtering out now right along the 8 to the east, to the west of Phoenix rather. That's going to be spreading westward as we head through the day with a slight chance for a few showers and thunderstorms near our mountains today, with a better chance into tomorrow, and that's anywhere in the county. Most of the day will be in the 70s along our coastline as we track that warm up hour by hour, about 76 degrees this afternoon. And our inland neighborhoods will be in the 80s after about 11 a.m. this morning. I'll have a look at how warm it will be where you live in about 9 minutes. Kalina, how's it going?
You know what? So far, it's really not too bad. We are starting to see some traffic building out there, but overall throughout San Diego, it's pretty light. 78 right at Nordoll. You can see it here in our Caltrans camera. Both directions up to speed. We usually see traffic jammed on the westbound side here, but today that's not the case. 10 News Live Traffic Tracker takes us out to your ride into Coronado. So this is where our problem spot is. It's accident free though, but your commute coming off the 5 freeway here, it'll take you about 10 minutes as you head on into the island there. So give yourself some extra time. And then the 5 freeway northbound starting to slow down through National City down to about 28 miles per hour. Jason?
Thank you very much. And a lawsuit against San Diego Unified School District's plan to protect Muslim students from bullying.
Yeah, 6 parents are suing, saying the policy is unconstitutional, that it favors students of one religion over another. 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala is live downtown. So Mimi, what do those parents say they want?
Virginia, Jason, they say they want equal treatment of all religions. They want the district to discontinue its partnership with CARE and to discontinue the anti-Islamophobia program, which they call unconstitutional.
Bullying needs to be addressed for everyone, for all of us. We're not asking teachers to be parents. We're not asking the school board to be parents. But when situations like this occur and they're not listening to their parents, then there's a major breakdown of communication.
Parent Jose Velasquez is one of 5 joining 2 local organizations when it comes to challenging the constitutionality of San Diego Unified's program. The district's anti-Islamophobia program is a collaboration with CARE, which is the Council on American Islamic Relations. It teaches more about Islam in schools in an effort to combat bullying of Muslim students. But many parents say there needs to be equal treatment of all religions. They argue that the program violates both the First and 14th Amendments of the U.S. Constitution. So both sides will be here at federal court starting at 10:30 this morning for those oral arguments. We're live downtown. Mimi Alcala, 10 News.
Thank you, Mimi. A truck hit a bicyclist in El Cajon overnight about 10:30 near the intersection of Pepper Drive and Winter Gardens. That bicycle split into several pieces you can see scattered across the road. The bicyclist does have critical injuries in the hospital right now. The CHP did question the driver of the truck at the scene. Still not clear how this accident happened.
President Trump back in Washington this morning after his meeting with Russia's President Vladimir Putin. Trump was welcomed home by protesters, but seems more than them just crying foul, because lawmakers and members of the intelligence community are outraged by President Trump's comments after the meeting.
I have great confidence in my intelligence people, but I will tell you that President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today.
Intelligence officials have said Putin is behind interference in the 2016 election, and just last week 12 Russian military officers were indicted for related charges. Putin did an interview with Fox News last night and would not give a specific answer when pressed about the indictments.
Millions of Americans will continue to wonder if the only possible explanation for this dangerous behavior is the possibility that President Putin holds damaging information over President Trump.
Putin was also asked about the allegations from lawmakers yesterday that he has something on Trump. Putin denied anything like that.
6:04, San Diego will now regulate short-term rentals like Airbnb. After years of debate, the city council finally deciding to limit them. 10 News anchor Mary McKenzie live in Mission Beach with what this means for those types of rentals moving forward. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Virginia. Unless they find a loophole, it means that vacation rentals virtually will be eliminated as second homes or investment properties. This was a 6-hour, at times emotional meeting yesterday. Ultimately, those opposed to short-term rentals feel like they won. These regulations are expected to affect 80% of the city's some 11,000 vacation rentals. The council voted 6-3 on a revised proposal from the mayor. So I'll break down some of the key points for you. Hosts will be allowed to get a rental license for their primary residence for up to 6 months a year, but only their primary residence. Permits will also be allowed, though, for a dwelling on the same property, like a duplex. And this is the big one, really, and I've been leading up to it. Vacation rentals in second homes and investment properties, again, are gone. The council also decided not to exempt Mission Beach, which has, of course, a long history of short-term rentals from these rules. That's something the mayor had proposed. Some parts, though, of the proposal remain a 3-night minimum stay at beaches and downtown. That's one of them. Also, a licensing fee of almost $1,000 annually for entire house rentals. And that money is expected to fund these new code enforcements. These regulations are expected to go into effect in July of next year. We've already heard from a number of proponents of these Airbnb-type rentals who say that they will file legal challenges against those regulations. We're live in Mission Bay. Mary McKenzie, 10 News.
Thank you, Mary. The wildfire burning near Yosemite National Park still burning out of control, and firefighters are now worried triple-digit temperatures in that area will only increase the fire danger. Sacramento expected to reach 105, Redding 111. Officials have yet to determine the cause of the Ferguson fire, which has already scorched 10,000 acres, and it's only 2% contained. It has shut down a key route into the park during the peak tourist season. A firefighter was killed while battling the fire over the weekend.
Happening today, your chance to help 2 San Diego police officers recovering after being shot in the line of duty. Officers Francisco Roman and Dan Byham were shot in Rolando last month. Today, Hot or Not Thai restaurant in Pacific Beach is donating 15% of its proceeds. That money will go to the San Diego Police Officers Association Fund for those injured officers. Hot or Not Thai is open from 11 this morning until 9 tonight, and it's located on Cass Street.
Now, a 10 News Morning Original. New reporting first at 6.
Everyone in California now has new rights when it comes to protecting your identity online.
Let's get to 10 News reporter Jared Aarons this morning live in the Live Center. And Jared, this will make it a lot easier to keep personal information private.
It certainly will. Jason, Virginia, the legislature just passed this, Assembly Bill 375. It's the California Consumer Privacy Act of 2018, and it deals with how companies collect and use our data. Experts we spoke with says this puts the power in all of our hands with the way that our data gets shared online. Whether you're clicking, swiping, or typing, your information's all over the internet.
It is a little invasive.
Julie Baker just had a daughter, Penelope. She says that's made her more careful about privacy settings.
I have updated some things, especially with my new daughter, to not have my location show up all the time when I'm posting anything online.
Others say it's something they could be better at, especially when it comes to terms and agreement forms.
As a father of a teenager, I think about it a lot.
I know I do it for sure. I always zip through because it's so much, and sometimes you're on the go.
That's where the new California Consumer Privacy Act comes in. Passed in February, it gives people 3 key rights. The right to know what data gets collected and by who, the right to ask for it to be deleted, and the right to sue if the company doesn't protect your data from a breach.
It's a concept of a right to be forgotten.
Cyber lawyer and USD professor Justine Phillips calls it empowering.
That's exactly right.
And says it puts California on the forefront of internet safety.
Dinosaurs, Y2K, our childhood, all of those things disappear and are forgotten and memories fade, but data persists.
Which is why people like Julie are glad the law gives them more control.
It's kind of anything else. You have to learn from your mistakes and do what's best for everyone.
This is kind of a cool provision in this law. It's telling websites that you have to add a button to the page to allow people to opt out of any data collection and sales. Now, this law doesn't take effect until 2020, so that gives the businesses some time to get ready for all of this new rules, and also gives the legislature a little more time to tinker with the law and make sure that they get it right. In the Live Center, Jared Aarons, 10 News.
Thank you, Jared. Horse racing at the Del Mar Fairgrounds kicking off tomorrow. Live look at the racetrack for you right there. Gates open at 11:30 tomorrow morning. The first race at 2 in the afternoon. Now, along with the races, there's, of course, the traditional opening day hat contest with $5,000 worth of prizes up for grabs. If you're interested in buying tickets for opening day tomorrow, or you want to learn more about other events at the track this season, we have all that info for you on 10news.com.
Great, exciting week in San Diego, Megan.
Really is. There's so much going on. Just finished Pride, opening day, and then Comic-Con to kick it all off. And we're starting off with the marine layer this morning as we look towards a rainbow, a cloudy start to our day. And Rancho Bernardo, your hour-by-hour forecast takes us up to about 77 degrees by 10 a.m., mid-80s by noon, up to about 87 degrees this afternoon, staying in the 80s through about 6 o'clock this evening. Temperatures along our coastline generally in the 70s, pretty close to 90 in areas around Escondido, 82 in La Mesa, 85 in El Cajon today, and about 84 in Santee. There is that slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm this afternoon, with a better chance tomorrow. I have 10 News Futurecast fired up to pinpoint those chances where you live when I come back in just 9 minutes. Kalina?
Well, we have a tough drive right now on the 805, and we also have Sky 10 over your ride in Coronado right now, which is really starting to bunch up. Yep, there you go. You can see it here. Just, I mean, wow. That is just bumper to bumper as you come off the 5 freeway. Overall commute time going to take about 10 minutes as you come off the 5, and speeds are down to about 16 miles per hour in certain spots, sometimes even slower than that. So give yourself some extra time if you take that ride into Coronado. Right now, 805 northbound, this will take you 10 minutes to get through. That's leaving National City to about the 8, and then again, your ride into Coronado, very slow. Guys?